Introducing the field for the California Jockey Club Handicap. Number 1 is Oyadine, 4-year-old bay filly, bred in France from Lou Piguet, out of the mare Oystrine, racing for Michael House, trained by Jude Feld and Alan Severinsen, and the jockey is Frank Oliveras. Number 2 is Big Squaw. Big Squaw is a 4-year-old bay filly by Hoedown's Day, out of the mare TP Party, a California bred, racing for Robert G. Irvin, trained by Alan Severinsen and Denise Dietrich. Lute Proctor is the jockey. Number 3 is Sweet Roberta. She's a 6-year-old chestnut mare, bred in France by Don Roberto from Sweet Mermaid. She races for Burt Bacharach, trained by Bill Shoemaker and ridden today by Thomas Chapman. Number 4 is Mystical Lass. She's a 6-year-old bay mare by Balzac, out of the mare Mystical Lady, a Kentucky bred, racing for Richard L. Duchessois, trained by Michael Whittingham and Barry Tritchard, and the jockey is Early Fires. And ladies and gentlemen, please join in with Bay Meadows in welcoming the rider aboard Mystical Lass, a man who has won numerous riding titles at Hawthorne, Hialeah, and Calder, and a 5-time champion at Arlington Park, jockey Early Fires. 5 in the post parade is Brown Bess. She's by Patron out of Chickadee, California bred, racing for the Calbourne Farm, trained by Chuck Genda and Bill Patterson, ridden by a regular rider, Jack Cannell. The outside, Amy Louise. She's a California bred by Jumping Hill from Constantina. Racing for Thomas Marion Stewart, Doug Utley, and Jack Hames are the trainers, and the jockey is Roberto Gonzalez. That's the field for the 21st running of the California Jockey Club Handicap at about 1 1/8 on the Longdon course. 8 minutes till post time. In this race, Amy Louise wears stickers, number 6. The rest are plain shod. Big Squaw currently at 15-1. In the gate now with jockey Lute Proctor. Sweet Roberta is in. She's 5-1 with Thomas Chapman. Coming forward, Mystical Lass with Early Fires at 12-1 on the board. Brown Bess, the heavy favorite at 4-5 with Jack Cannell. Amy Louise completes it with Roberto Gonzalez. All in the gate. There they go. Brown Bess and Amy Louise came away from the gate the best, but Mystical Lass up quickly to challenge the lead. It's Big Squaw. She'll get off fourth. Oyadine back at the rail end. Sweet Roberta. They go under the wire for the first time, and Amy Louise, she scooted over to the fence, took the lead by 1 length. Mystical Lass off her second on the outside, 2 lengths back. Brown Bess, she's third by 1 length. Big Squaw in at the rail tight fourth. Half a length off her and keeping her down on the fence. Sweet Roberta moved up fifth, 2 lengths back to Oyadine. They're heading for the backstretch. Amy Louise out where she likes to be. She's got 1.5 lengths. Mystical Lass is second by 4 lengths, and they pick it up into the backstretch. Brown Bess rating kindly in third, 1.5 lengths. Big Squaw's fourth the neck. Then the outside, Sweet Roberta, she's beginning to creep up. 2 lengths back to Oyadine. She's eyeballing it up from last. Down the backstretch, Gonzalez has got stealing on his mind. He pushes hard, and Amy Louise gives him another gear, gets a length. It's Mystical Lass. Early Fires has got her prompting it from the outside. Brown Bess Cannell cranked her down to the fence. He's saving ground, and she's got business on her mind. She's coming around the horn. Sweet Roberta's right there. Big Squaw's on the warpath from the fence. She's all dressed up, nowhere to go, and Oyadine, she's got some run too. She's last looking for a holder in the stretch. The outside, Brown Bess, she takes the lead. Middle of the racetrack here, Sweet Roberta, and we've got a civil war in her hands in the California Jockey Club. Brown Bess from the north, Sweet Roberta from the south. She's coming on the outside. Brown Bess, Sweet Roberta, heading in, Sweet Roberta. It's a photo finish. Hold all tickets. Number 3, Sweet Roberta first. 5, Brown Bess second. 1, Oya Dean finished third in front of Big Squaw. Ladies and gentlemen, may we direct your attention to the winner's circle. Presenting the trophy to the winning connections of today's California Jockey Club Handicap is Mr. Rod Frazier, Vice President and Assistant General Manager of Bay Meadows Operating Company. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a warm welcome for Mr. Rod Frazier. In the winner's circle is number 3, Sweet Roberta. She's a 6-year-old chestnut mare by Don Roberto from Sweet Mermaid, bred in France, racing for Burt Bacharach, trained by Bill Shoemaker and ridden to victory by Tom Chapman in 1:46 2. And ladies and gentlemen, directing your attention to the winner's circle again, presenting the trophy to the winning connections of today's California Jockey Club Handicap is Mr. Grant Gunderson, a director of Bay Meadows Operating Company. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a warm welcome for Mr. Grant Gunderson. Once again, we'd like to direct your attention to the winner's circle, ladies and gentlemen, for a track interview. Here's Brian Beach. Brian?
All right, thank you, Danny. The winning combination here, Sweet Roberta. Tom Chapman, tell us about your trip.
I just asked her a little bit leaving there, got run on her mind, and followed Brown Bess around there. I knew she was a horse to beat. And when he made his move, we made ours, and she just ran a real great race. And I want to thank Bill for putting me on her, and thank the Lord.
About what point in the race did you know that you had a shot at Brown Bess?
Oh, about the 16th pole. She was wearing down, and I thought we were going to get to her then. But up until that point, I wasn't quite so sure, and the filly was just running as hard as she could, and we just wore her down.
All right, thanks, Tom. Good ride. Bill?
Thanks, Bill.
You beat the big horse, Brown Bess, today. It looks like this horse is on her way, too.
Well, she's improved a lot over the last month or so, and we're very proud of the way she ran today. Tommy rode her good. Of course, I didn't think he had her at the 16th pole that she had at 1 like he thought she did. He knew more than I did, I must say, but she ran a great race.
Well, do you have anything in mind for her now?
Well, now we'll just see how she comes out of the race and take her back to Hollywood Park, and we'll go from there.
All right, congratulations. You're 2 for 2 with Sweet Roberta here at Bay Meadows.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Let's go back to the race replays.
Eighth and featured race official, 21st running of the California Jockey Club Handicap. Number 3, Sweet Roberta first. 5, Brown Bess second. Oya Dean, number 1, third. 3-5 exacta 56.50. Daily triple winning number 663. 1,777.60.